Hello, space explorers! Today we are going on a special math mission to master subtracting across zeros within 1000. Captain Zero needs your help solving some tricky subtraction problems. We will need to borrow across zeros. These problems can seem challenging at first, but we will learn some awesome strategies to make them easy. Are you ready to become a subtraction superhero? Let us blast off into the world of borrowing across zeros. The space station has 500 oxygen tanks. After astronauts used 187 tanks during their mission, we need to find how many tanks remain by calculating 500 to 187. Look at the problem. We cannot subtract 7 from 0, so we need to borrow. Since the tens place is also 0, we must borrow from the hundreds place first. What numbers should we write above the hundreds and tens places after borrowing? Great job with the regrouping. Since both the tens and ones places are zeros, we start by borrowing from the hundreds place. We take 1 from the hundreds place, turning the 5 into a 4 and the 0 into a 10. Now that we have regrouped, but still we cannot subtract 7 from 0, we need to borrow from tens place. Please show the regrouping by filling in the correct numbers above the tens and ones places. Great job with the regrouping. Now let us subtract. Please fill in the boxes. Excellent! You have got the correct answer. Congratulations, space explorers! You learned how to subtract when there are zeros in your numbers. Here is what you can do now. When you see a 0 in the ones place and need to subtract, borrow from the tens place to make the 0 into 10. If there is also a 0 in the tens place, borrow from the hundreds place first. Remember that when you borrow from a place, that number gets 1 smaller, and the next place gets 10 more. After your borrowing is done, just subtract like normal. Commander Nova has a spaceship with 702 space rations. The crew has consumed 356 rations. We need to calculate how many rations are left by subtracting 356 from 702. With zeros in tens places, we need to borrow from the hundreds place. Please show the regrouping by writing the correct numbers above the hundreds and tens places. Look at the problem 702 to 356. We need to subtract 6 from 2 in the ones place, which is fine. But we also need to subtract 5 from 0 in the tens place. Since the tens place is 0, we need to borrow from the hundreds place. What numbers should we write above the hundreds and tens places? Great job with the regrouping. Since the tens place is 0, we first borrow from the hundreds place. 7 becomes 6, and the 0 in tens becomes 10. Let us keep going. We need to subtract 6 from 2 in the ones place. Since 2 is smaller than 6, we need to borrow from the tens place. Please show the regrouping by filling in the correct numbers above the tens and ones places. Great! After regrouping, we have 9 in tens place and 12 in the ones place. Now let us calculate the result. Please fill in the answer of the result. Well done! 702 minus 356 is equal to 346. Great job, space explorers! You have learned how to subtract when there is a 0 in the place. When we subtract from the 0, we have to borrow from the place value to the left. turning the 0 into 10, and then perform the subtraction. This math skill will help you solve real problems like figuring out change at a store or how many more items you need in your collection. You did an amazing job today.